Hope you're ready to delve into a remarkable leap in personal mobility, because what we're looking at is nothing short of futuristic. Imagine a machine that defies the conventional boundaries of motorcycles and aviation, the kind of ride you'd expect in a sci-fi blockbuster, now inching into reality. Meet the latest innovation from the Polish company Volonaut, the Airbike, a jet-powered flying bike that is positioning itself as the first real-world, speeder bike, for individuals. The Airbike is built to soar rather than roll, combining ultra-lightweight materials, advanced stabilization, and jet propulsion to deliver a personal flying machine that might change how we think about mobility. The machine reportedly reaches speeds of 124 miles per hour, 200 kilometers per hour. Its skeletal, wingless frame evokes the aesthetics of a high-performance superbike, yet it hovers, banks, and flies. According to the designers, it weighs 7 times less than a typical motorcycle thanks to carbon fiber and 3D printed structure, making it an ultralight-feeling machine in the air. Car Scoops +3, Yanko Design +2. The design philosophy is fascinating. Instead of replicating a motorcycle and adding wings, Volonaut stripped everything down. There are no wings, no large propellers, no fairings, just a simple, minimalist functional frame. According to design commentary, the bike's structure is reduced to its essential elements: rider pod, thrust system, landing struts. The posture mimics a superbike lean, but the terrain is air instead of asphalt. The team behind it emphasizes that this is real flight, not just a hovering novelty. Footage already shows the machine rising and hovering, banking, dropping down, showing real mechanical flight behavior. Yanko Design, iMotorbike News +1. Now for the performance metrics and the disclaimers. The 124 miles per hour top speed is impressive, but some caution that while thrilling, this machine doesn't yet solve all the real-world problems of flying vehicles. One big point: legal classification and safety. For example, in the US, if this device were to be classified as an ultralight aircraft, it would face speed and altitude restrictions, pilot training requirements, and airspace constraints. There's also the question of redundancy. What happens if the thrust system fails mid-air? One commentary pointed out that unlike a helicopter with auto-rotation, this machine has less tolerance for failure. That said, Volonaut has publicly stated intentions to bring a commercial version to market, and mentioned that a model limited to approximately 63 miles per hour may meet ultralight classification in some territories. The Autopian, New York Post +1. On the business front, Volonaut is positioning the Airbike as a limited production venture. One report states a commercial version is projected to cost around £649,000, US $880,000 for the first models. Pre-orders were reportedly opened on August 1st, but final specifications, delivery schedules, and regulatory approval are still in flux. The company emphasizes that this is the start of a new era for personal flying machines rather than a mass-market solution immediately. The hype is significant. Many media outlets liken it to the speeder bikes from the Star Wars franchise, capturing imaginations of what personal air mobility might look like in the near future. New York Post +1. The Sun +1. Car Scoops +1. The implications are far-reaching. If such machines become viable and accessible, they could change commuting, leisure riding, emergency services deployment, or recreation. Imagine launching from a pad rather than navigating gridlocked roads. But the reality is more nuanced. Infrastructure, regulation, airspace management, noise, safety certification and maintenance will all be major hurdles. One commentator summed it up: "Yes, it's wicked cool, but it may not yet be ready to replace your daily commute." From a design and engineering standpoint, this is a breakthrough because it shifts the paradigm of two-wheeled mobility into 3 dimensions, challenging the assumption that mobility must stay grounded. The use of lightweight composites, high thrust-to-weight ratio, and minimal design are key enablers of this vision. The ride experience is described as visceral: open cockpit, no canopy, full 360-degree view, and pure line of sight. The Autopian, Car Scoops. At the same time, skeptics point out the practicalities, the unknowns around flight time, endurance, safety systems, regulatory classification, and usability in typical urban or suburban environments. While the machine can reportedly reach 124 miles per hour, how far can it go on a single fuel energy load? Where can it legally take off land? What training will be required? These are important questions that remain partly unanswered. The marketing has strongly emphasized the futuristic fantasy angle, but the company is cautious about promising full-scale commercial rollout immediately. They speak of highly probable production, though launch dates and volume remain tentative. The Autopian +1 car scoops. For enthusiasts, this is an exciting moment. If you're into high-performance machines, personal aircraft, futuristic design, the Airbike combines all of that. Think of it as a superbike in the sky. Lean forward, throttle in your hand, horizon ahead of you, not asphalt. But for mainstream mobility, the path will be gradual. Ownership will likely begin as a novelty, luxury experience, then potentially expand as regulation, safety, and infrastructure mature. Looking ahead, if Volonaut hits its targets, we could see variants with hybrid or electric propulsion, longer endurance, and regulatory approval for broader use. That will be the real turning point, shifting from luxury fun to everyday and practical. In summary, we're witnessing a fascinating hybrid of motorcycle thrill and aircraft flight embodied in the Airbike. It carries promise, performance, and style, but also wrapped in caveats: regulation, practicality, cost. It may not immediately redefine daily transport, but it certainly redefines imagination. The sky is no longer just for planes, it's for bikers now.